This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. Today we're checking out a clip where Joe Budden reacts to the game reviewing J. Cole's album The Fall Off. So let's check this clip out.
Yeah, we held J. Cole down today. We ain't let Ice do that shit.
Oh, he a big J. Cole fan?
Yeah.
I thought you didn't Game. You see Game's review of the album?
What he say?
Game's review of what album?
J. Cole.
Oh, man. No. Where's that?
Of course you didn't. I just came out. This is my segue. Yeah, so.
Good job, Mark.
Game broke down. I'm not going to go through all of it, but he made a nice little thing. He went track by track. Some of the tracks we liked, he absolutely didn't. And we talked about last episode. 2-6, he gave 5 out of 10. Safety, he gave 4 out of 10. Run the Train, he gave 8 out of 10. Poor Thing, 9 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for Legacy. He loved Bronx Road Blues, 10 out of 10. But then he gave these criticisms like Drum and Bass, only 6 out of 10. Some of the tracks he said were too long. He was getting like rapperly, like the tone and cadence was off. This was that. I just thought it was really interesting. The Let Out, 4 out of 10. I thought it was interesting because I don't usually hear a lot of artists rate other artists and records like that with numbers. I mean, that's pretty hardcore. It's on his Instagram. I don't know. I mean, he was saying that out of love. He wasn't saying it with hate or he was saying like this is done respectfully. You know, I mean, I just love hip hop, but I just was surprised to hear artists.
He said a lot of that we said. I would have shortened this.
We taking him at his word.
Of course,
this is out of love.
Yeah,
because he's on the list of people we absolutely believe. As we said last episode,
if he doesn't do that on a regular to a certain extent, it's like where'd that come from? Especially when we talking about being really about the ratings. It's like that's when you're full of love, you're not gonna be about things like cadence.
If he keeps it up, then
well, he ends in here and says, "Next up, Don Toliver," which is an album I've been wanting to check out this weekend as well. Like,
I'm not mad at him.
Overall, he gave the album 7 out of 10.
He just opened his notepad and track by track and wrote it out.
You don't like him doing that?
I hate him doing that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I absolutely hate him doing it.
Why?
I hate any active artist doing it.
Rapper to rapper, that's weird.
Explain why.
Well, I think there's a code with active artists.
Yep, I agree.
I think there's certain bylaws that you have to abide by as an active artist. Mm-hmm. If you have a relationship with this person, you can give them your real critique behind the scenes. When you do it publicly, it looks performative. 1, 2, MC critique is not going to be like any other critique. So you're putting this out for public consumption, and who is supposed to really understand this unless it's other MCs? 3, this could be thinly veiled as something else. We know Game is fly with Drake. We know there was rumblings of Drake snippets dropping on Cold Day, which y'all may not take nothing from. I do.
I take a lot from that. I ain't want to talk about it, but I take a lot from that.
So this is your man, and now you're talking about J. Cole, and you're talking about up next is Don Toliver. That means nothing to me. Don Toliver's album is amazing. So you're not going to get on there and say nothing overly critical about it. It's a great album.
But if you go on track by
that's not true, because he might get on Don Toliver and feel
I didn't like this record
about it. He might be like, this song's a 4, this song's a 5. Then
I'd be proven
so
wrong.
if he did it like that with the same scrutiny that he did this album, then he just might be on.
If he's on some now where it's I got some time, I'm just breaking down albums that I'm listening to. And I started with this one. He went track by track and gave a pretty detailed explanation.
He gave some songs 10 out of 10.
Why he felt the way he did about it. I'm not mad at that, especially coming from a rapper.
Joe, when you
because he hears things a little differently than the rest of us.
When you critiqued Views, or what was the big album from Drake that it's like Views. It was Views, right?
It was Views.
Were you considered an active artist at that point?
I should have been toward retirement.
Okay.
I should have been toward retirement.
My thing with the Game doing it, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is if he could take it back if another rapper does it without getting offended.
That was a large part of me retiring and sticking to it. There's a code. If I'm gonna sit here and speak about y'all like a critic, then the least I owe it to the game is to not jump back in the dance.
That's true.
I'm sitting as an observer. I'm critiquing as an observer. I'm going to be honest. It may offend some of y'all, but I'm no longer in the club.
That's logical.
And I'm going to stay out the club.
That's logical.
See, I like the other side of that.
Me too.
Now when you talk
like the other side
every day for a living about music.
No, I'm talking about in the hit. Yeah. I'm talking about like being still in it, almost like an active NBA player sitting there critiquing the game. I like that, and then I still got to get back on the court and lace them up.
See, but you shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't.
Why?
Because now it opens the door for every single game that you play
to be critiqued.
Yeah.
Okay, what if I'm with that though? As Game, real quick, it was as Game. He might be fine with anybody critiquing. He's been critiquing him anyway. So now, and if one of you rap decide to say something about me that I don't like, I'm gonna rap.
The Joe Budden podcast makes a great point about the unspoken rules between active artists, and I like how they balance respect for game with real talk about the risks.
I'll still jump. I'll mix it up with you.
If somebody says something about game he don't like enough,
he's gonna fight. Yeah, and that's the point right there. That's why I just said, I hope that if somebody critiques him in the same manner in which he critiquing them, but he don't take it personally.
I do think in a perfect world it would be nice to get a good unbiased opinion about music from another person who's actually in music, but I don't think, like you said, I don't think
they should retire. So I
don't think there's a good, respectful way to do that.
When Tom Brady retires, tell me all about Jordan Love, Dak Prescott. Give me your true opinion on they throwing form and all that. If you going to lace up next week,
I agree.
No,
I agree.
No,
like when Romo and Tom Brady talk, I'll be like.
And in football,
I don't get it.
Basketball, they be trying to have a little more fake freedom, but they even dwindling down on that. In football, I assume that Travis Kelce is retiring soon because of how they talk on that podcast. Like, that says to me, he ain't going to just plan on doing that and doing that.
Oh, they be reckless?
No, but they speak about other people's defensive schemes and game plans and coaches. Like, they really.
So you don't like Draymond's podcast?
Draymond shouldn't be doing that. Draymond get on there and say everything about every team and every player. As a fan, I may think that is cool. As a player, I would absolutely hate that.
As a player, but when I get on the court against Draymond, I want to shut you up. As a player. And if I'm Draymond, come do it. If you can't shut me up, I'm still going to keep talking.
Yeah, I don't
see the problem with that.
As the fan, I think the fan would love to be able to see this, so I hear that. But yes, I do think that there should be
the fan want to consume it all.
Yeah. The fan wants to hear the game do this because the game is the perfect person to do it. He can rap. He has great albums. So yes, but if I'm in the sport and I'm in the game, I don't want to have the person that I essentially have to go back and forth with do that with me. I don't want to do that. I get it.
We on opposite sides of that. I don't see nothing wrong with being a fan of something, critiquing it while you do it. I don't. Especially if I can put out high quality albums, I can.
It's tact and etiquette.
Yeah, I agree.
Some things have.
But again, he's doing it. You didn't read the review. He didn't shit on him. He's not doing this disrespectfully.
Says who? He didn't shit on him.
Look at the review.
You an active rapper. Don't call none of my songs a 4 out of 10.
That's true.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. Okay. What if he's trying to approach his retirement, his exit from music?
You about to drop a podcast?
You need to tell me that. Don't tell me.
I mean, cool.
On my album ain't the way to announce your retirement.
Where did you?
I don't like that.
I don't want to say.
And if he was going to do that,
let me say that. He didn't.
I don't like him soft launching with J.Cole. Like, did I miss something that he did it with before?
No.
Then maybe I'll change my opinion.
No,
Joe Budden shared his thoughts on the game's public review of J. Cole's album The Fall Off, expressing a mix of respect and concern. He was intrigued that the game went track by track and gave numerical ratings, highlighting both strengths and weaknesses of each song. Joe emphasized that Game approached the review respectfully, out of love for hip-hop, rather than with any negativity or personal agenda. However, Joe also explained why he personally dislikes active artists publicly critiquing the work of their peers. He believes there is an unspoken code among artists. If you are actively releasing music, openly rating another artist's album can create tension, misunderstandings, or unintended conflicts. Fans might enjoy seeing a fellow musician break down an album in detail, but from an artist's perspective, it could feel performative or even risky, especially when relationships and alliances in the industry are considered.